think that that's the only complaint that I could agree with the fans right now, is that they're not busy enough. Fighters are not busy enough. They're not active enough so that we have we follow somebody. Hell, Canelo fought this time and maybe he doesn't fight for another year, or Golovkin doesn't fight for another year. Then we forget about who the guys that we like to watch.
Yeah. Well, the biggest complaint that every boxing fan gets is just it takes too long to make the fights that we want to see happen.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it's become a business. It's become just like they're having a hard time with Bud and Spence, right now?
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, supposedly. Okay, well, it's because this guy wants this kind of money and that. Okay, this guy wants $1, that guy wants $1, but it's only $1 in the fight. So how are they going to make that? So guys got to compromise if they really want to fight. Guys got to compromise, but sometimes you're at a level as Canelo is, and maybe Spence and Bud think that the same level where you can dictate what you want. That's what takes long. Fury's going to fight. So let's just say he's going to fight Usyk, and Fury says, Joshua. I want 90% of the take. Joshua's got to say, got to make up his mind whether he wants to fight or not. For Bud and for Spence, it's the same thing. Which guy is going to give in, or which guy is going to be reasonable? But it would be like them asking us, the fans asking us to take a pay cut, and we think we deserve more, and we're going to say no. They are in the position to make a decision for themselves, and they should.
Just because you brought it up, who wins that fight, Abel?
I think Spence does.
Wow, yeah. Spence? Yeah. Tell me why.
When they were in the Olympics, when they would come out of the Olympics, I thought that Spence in the light heavyweight, what was his name from back east? Oh gosh, he's got girl problems. He's been.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. His name's at the tip of my tongue. But I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I thought that Spence and he were, for me, the best prospects to win a professional belt, and both of them have done that. I thought I was real high on Spence. I thought that Spence was an exceptional fighter, and I thought that his coach was a young coach on the rise, and they proved me right. I mean, I thought that I remember that coach when he was a fighter down in San Diego sparring with some of the guys. So I'm happy to see him successful. I'm saddened to see him get in an accident, but I think that he's got the talent and the size to beat Bud. I think Bud is not active enough. Neither one of them are active enough, but I think the other guy's got less miles on him and should beat Crawford. Won't stop him, but I think he'll control him from the outside. His jab will be significant, and whether Bud goes right or left-handed, I think Spence will deal with it easily.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm so excited for that fight because, like, you say that, and then I hear another coach be like, no, like, Crawford's going to counter him. He's going to be, like, too smart for him. He's not going to be able to do the things that he does with these other fighters.
Well, that's what makes this game so interesting. Everybody's got an opinion. We hope that it's a good fight for all of us, and just stick by our predictions, because a lot of us, well, no, I knew that was going to happen. All of a sudden you change your mind, and just like I said about Golovkin and Canelo, everybody's talking about Golovkin's going to stop him, and then after the fight, Golovkin was an old man. So, but I honestly think that Spence is the better fighter at this stage.
Does it look similar to any of the fights that Errol's had? At this point, like, do you think it could be similar to like a Porter fight or the Ugas fight, something like that?
But special talent, man. But he's a smaller guy. Bud's a special talent, and Spence will move up to 54 and do well. So it's just that it's a smaller guy against a bigger guy who is younger and a little more spirited. And I think that's why I think Spence wins. I think that Bud is sometimes a little too passive in some of the fights, and I think Spence will take advantage of that.
They asked Bud Crawford, what hand you plan on beating me with? He said, I plan on using both of them. They asked him before this fight, they said, Bud, when you gonna have a real fight? He said, ain't y'all been having